Ego means identity. Ego is a feeling of having an identity. Identifying ourselves with everything else other than our higher self is an illusion and also the cause of suffering. The spiritual process is about making our ego identify with the higher self, and thus coming to realize all is one and one is all. Most people, when they say ego, are either referring to being proud, which is a negative side, and the other is filled with pride, which is the positive side of the ego. Depending on our innate quality of the mind and with what we identify ourselves, one of the feelings will get generated within ourselves. Let's understand this with an example. When we identify too much with our children, then let's look at this from 3 scenarios. Scenario 1. If we have a pure mind, we'll feel pride of their achievements. This will bring happiness and a sense of achievement in us because we don't see ourselves separate from them. Scenario 2. If we have an impure mind, we'll feel proud of their achievements not because they have done something worthwhile. It is because we have provided for them, and because of me, they have achieved something. We'll still feel happy though. Scenario 3. If we have a dull mind, we'll feel jealous of their achievements. This is a complex concoction of feelings because one part of our ego identity feels separate and one part of our ego is identified with the child. Humans are capable of identifying themselves with anything and everything. We identify with ideas, beliefs, objects, money, profession, children, spouse, gender, religion, ideology, God, evilness, and the list is endless. That's why the whole spiritual practice is to start identifying oneself with goodness at every level and keep moving up the ladder of greater and greater goodness. This is a process of uplifting oneself from being a human creature to becoming a human being, and finally, a point comes when a human being becomes divine human and then divine. The process is the same when we choose either knowingly or unknowingly to become evil and reach the highest of evilness. Just that instead of goodness we start embracing all the evil qualities and keep strengthening them until one point comes we become evil. Most normal people are not even aware that they are getting grinded between these two opposite forces every single day. Every single day we make choices between the two. If we become aware and choose goodness even though it is difficult and more often than not, even painful, we are inching towards our natural evolution of becoming divine. What is then the first step towards unchecked egoism? The answer lies in this question. When someone praises us, do we feel humble or superior? When one feels superior, remember you have created ego. Any activity under its influence is shown in your body language and speech when interacting with others. You may not notice it, but unfortunately, others do. Most people will try to avoid and engage less with people who feel superior. Many will even try to compete with you to break your superiority. Moreover, one will attract in life only more of those types of people who have a superiority complex. Under its influence, you will feel a sense of false euphoria, mistaken for self-confidence. It is addictive, and unconsciously you would want to seek this false euphoria more often. It can also make you feel pity towards others, as you can do anything under its influence. This feeling is so enjoyable that one also tries to find infinite ways and reasons to feel superior again and again to enjoy this false euphoria. It will turn one into narcissist. And when this addiction becomes extreme, people will start to label you having a superiority complex. You will feel alone from the inside and have people around for cosmetic reasons. When you stop getting the dosage from feeling superior, you start feeling low, depressed, and unloved. Also, unhealthy tendencies such as manipulation, jealousy, and others would surface depending on your strength of attachment towards this false euphoria. The more you get addicted, the more damage it does to your self-worth. It could lead to inferiority, and, in extreme cases, inferiority complex. Being aware of your and others' superiority tendencies and genuinely feeling humble is the only way out. It is vital to remember feeling humble is the solution, and acting humble is digging one's own grave only much faster. Consciously avoiding any people, situations, and environment to feel superior is one suitable method, which does not mean locking oneself up and not participating in society. Although you will have many people who want to see you suffer your superiority tendencies by falsely praising you, don't become bitter. Use your mind, listening to wise men, soul-searching more often, developing a sense of gratitude, focusing your energies on self-development, and becoming aware of other people's skills and talent, and appreciating life and nature helps to deal with the feeling of superiority. As the wise men say, don't look up to anyone and don't look down on anyone is the way to live without feeling superior or inferior, and this is the secret of living a successful life.